Welcome to class for this beautiful beret design. I make use of soft wording here, my ruler, my chalk tape rule, and sequence fabric. I make use of raw silk as my lining, okay? You can use polio fabric, you can use crepe, whichever one is available for you is good. So the measurement taken here is 11.5 by 11.5 inches. You cut it in two places like this. Cut your wording as your pattern, okay? 11.5 by 11.5 in two places. Then you fold in a cone shape like this. Then you mark 5.5 round. 5.5 round. This is the perfect size for adults. 5.5 round. Then after you have gotten this, you shape it out, then you trim it. Okay? After trimming it, we proceed to the other fabric. We'll use this same pattern to cut our sequence fabric and our lining. I called it lining, okay? Because it's the line, it's the one you use to cover the inside to give it a good, neat finishing. I will use the wording now to cut the sequence fabric and the lining. So in other words, the same sequence and the lining and wording are cut the same measurement. You have them into two places. So go ahead and pick one of our wording, fold it back the same way we fold it before, trim every excess out, then you mark 2.5 inches round. 2.5 inches round from that sharp point to the extreme end. So you mark round 2.5 inches round, then you cut it out. 2.5, then you cut it out. Then you pick one of the sequence, you do the same thing. One of the lining, you do the same thing. Okay? The same thing we did just now on our wording. You do the same thing with your sequence fabric and your lining. You mark 2.5 inches round, or you use your wording as your pattern to trim it out. Okay? We'll do the same thing for our lining too. Then remember, you face one of the sequence, you face both right side on each other. Then you sew round. You leave our wording like this, then you pick up our lining and do the same thing that we have done on our sequence and on the wording. Okay? We are not going to sew the wording like that. That's why I show you with my finger illustration that we are not going to sew down. So now I'll make use of my Google gum here. So this is my sequence now. Please make use of your pin to hold them down so that it will secure it properly. You know, sequence is very funny fabric. So make sure you hold it down perfectly like this. And I will take it to my machine now. I'll sew straight down. I'll sew round. Then my band is cut 20 inches. Sorry, 21 inches. Then by the time I fold it together and I sew by 3, 20 inches by 3. Then I have these pieces, the antenna on the head of the beret. I cut 2 by 2 inches. 2 by 2 inches. And I'll be rolling it with the help of this gum. I don't want to sew, I want a neat job. So I'll fold it in, put my gum, fold again, apply my gum, and I'll fold again the 4 shape. So once I finish folding them, I'll now start rolling it. And I'll leave it so that it will dry before I will make use of it. Okay? So once you roll it, you blend it with your hand. You understand? So you can as well use your needle and thread if you know you can sew it perfectly without any rumple. Just go ahead. So that's that for that. So right now I'm going to machine. I have sewn my sequence down. What I'll now do now, first of all, I'll remove my wording, that flat one that I did not open. I'll put it underneath. Then the one that is opening, I'll place it on the upper parts, on the opening side. Then you can pin it down as well, but I'll go ahead now and sew down before I trim the excess. Okay, so I have sewn it. I will remember I asked us to pin this edge down before sewing it. So after which I'll remove my pin and I will trim this excess and notch it out so that I can have a sweet turnout after everything. So this is just what I am doing. I trim the excess out and I will notch it. This is how to notch. You be careful, don't cut out your sewing part. Notch it round to help it to turn out perfectly. Okay, so you can go ahead and iron it and turn out. Right now I have ironed it and I will fold the same way I folded my work from beginning. I'll chalk it down to get my center point. Then from there I'll tack my antenna on it like this. Is it antenna safe? I don't even know. So I will tack it down like this. Why I'm doing this first before my lining, so that the sewn part will not show in it. So I'll go ahead and secure it very well. Please make use of your matching thread, matching color thread. Okay, I discover it's too long, so you can make use of 1.5 by 1.5. It's fine. So the 2 inches I use is too long, that's why I trim it off. So roll it properly. While turning it, roll it properly. Then we secure our thread there and I'll cut it off. I love this beret. Kudos to the person that invented it. So thank you. Very neat. So right now I will insert my lining. So you don't need to turn it out. Just place it the way it is. The fine side will now be our lining later. Once you insert it like that, hold it down with your pin round. Then take it to your machine and sew round. Just hold it down, secure it down with your pin. Take it to machine and sew it round like that. Okay. So I'm still pinning it down because this opening is very, very important. So we have to be careful and take our time to arrange it properly. After which I will take it to machine and sew straight down. So I'm done sewing. Now I'm removing my pin right now. So I'll be fixing in my band. Remember I cut 3 inches by 21. So I'll be folding it into two like this. Just watch me. I'll fold it like this, so straight down. Then I'll now turn it out so straight down like that's how I chuck it. Or you pin it. Or you take it to your machine and sew straight down. After which, I'll now turn it this way and I will fold it into half as a half equal part. Then I will insert it on my cap and hold down just the way I sew my inner. You see it? I have sewn it down. I'll be folding it like this so that I can have fine, beautiful sewing on that joining part. Okay? So I'll go to my machine. I'll sew round before I turn it out and top stitch. So I have sewn that. This is how it look. So I'll be folding it in like this to top stitch so that I can cover that edge. Do you understand now? I will turn it out this way and I will top stitch it. That is all. Very beautiful. But when my husband saw this cap, he loved it. He loved it because it's beautiful. Look at the finishing now. Very beautiful. So I'll be waiting for your own. Let me see your results too. That's, you see, the where I tack my antenna with the help of the lining, everything is beautiful, nothing to show, nothing show. Please make sure your work is neat. Neater than my own, okay? This is beautiful, seriously. This is sweet. This is the end result. I hope you like this class. If you do, give it a thumbs up, comment, say I love it, then I'll do more. This is the final look of the design. Try yours and let's see